When you had those long, exhausting days, the world outside has been loud, unpredictable, and demanding. You pull into your driveway, the engine cuts out, and you walk toward your front door, already thinking about the chores or the rest that waits inside. But the moment you turn the key and the door swings open, you aren't alone. There, sitting perfectly still or pacing with anticipation, is your cat. We usually smile, give them a quick pat, and move on, assuming it's just a simple case of them missing us, or perhaps just a subtle reminder that the food bowl is empty. But in the quiet, observant world of your cat, that greeting at the door is one of the most emotionally loaded things they will do all day. It isn't just a habit, it is a conversation, a complex exchange of biological signals, emotional readings, and ancient instincts that your cat only shares with you. When you get this moment right, you build a bond that is unbreakable. But when you get it wrong, as many owners unknowingly do, you might be missing the deepest level of connection your cat is trying to offer. To truly understand why your cat meets you at the threshold, we have to look at the world through their eyes, where you aren't just an owner, but the secure base that makes their entire territory safe. Number 1. They heard you long before you arrived. One of the most incredible things about your cat's greeting is that it actually began minutes before you even touched the door handle. While you were still down the street, your cat was already preparing for your arrival. We often forget that cats live in a world of sound that is far beyond our human perception. Cats can hear frequencies up to 64,000 hertz, which is nearly twice as high as what a dog can pick up and 3 times higher than the human limit. This means your cat isn't just listening for the door, they have memorized the unique mechanical hum of your car's engine, the specific rhythm of your footsteps on the pavement, and even the metallic jingle of your keys in your pocket. They aren't sitting at the door by accident, they have been counting down the minutes. Their internal clock is so precise that researchers have found cats show increased restlessness and activity right before their owner's usual arrival time. If you are late, that greeting at the door changes. It becomes louder and more frantic because your cat has spent those extra 20 or 30 minutes sitting with a low-level anxiety, wondering if the pattern of their world has finally broken. When they meet you at the door, they are acknowledging that their safe harbor has finally returned. Number 2. The emotional mirror at the threshold. The second you walk through that door, before you've even put down your bag or said a single word, your cat has already performed a complete emotional scan of your day. Studies have shown that cats can distinguish between different human emotional expressions and will actually change their behavior based on what they pick up from you. They are hyper-attuned to the tension in your shoulders, the speed of your movements, and even the subtle shifts in your scent caused by stress hormones. If you walk in feeling frustrated or anxious, your cat already knows. Some cats might keep their distance, not out of coldness, but because they are being cautious of your energy. Others will do the opposite, moving closer to check on you, responding to your distress with an offer of presence. In this moment, your cat is doing something most people in your life don't even do. They are paying attention to how you actually feel, rather than how you say you feel. Number 3. Rewriting your scent, making you home again. One of the most common behaviors at the door is when your cat immediately starts rubbing their head and body against your legs. We often call this cuddling, but it is actually a very intentional biological ritual called bunting. To your cat, you have been out in the wild all day. You've picked up the smells of other people, different environments, food, and perhaps even other animals. When you walk through that door, you smell like a stranger. This is unsettling for a cat because their sense of safety is tied directly to a communal scent, a camely uniform of pheromones that identifies everyone in the colony as safe. Your cat has specialized scent glands along their cheeks, their forehead, and the base of their tail. When they press against you at the door, they are rewriting your scent. They are erasing the outside world and reapplying their own pheromones onto you to make you smell like home again. They are claiming you, updating the paperwork of ownership, and telling the world that you belong to them. This is why, if you've been around another dog or cat, the greeting is often longer and more intense. They have to work overtime to put their stamp back on you. Number 4, the request, when the greeting is a complaint. It's a hard truth for some of us to hear, but sometimes that adorable greeting at the door isn't actually about love. It's about logistics. Once you learn to spot the difference, you'll see your cat's communication in a whole new light. If your cat meets you at the door and then immediately turns around to escort you toward the kitchen, stopping to look back and make sure you're following, they aren't just happy you're home. They are telling you that the restaurant is finally open. Others might lead you straight to a dirty litter box or meow non-stop because their day has been boring and you were the only entertainment that has finally arrived. Cats have actually evolved a specific type of cry, a mix of a purr and a high-frequency meow that mimics the sound of a human baby, specifically to get us to respond faster to these requests. To tell the difference, watch what happens after the initial touch. A cat that stays close and wants to exist in your space is seeking connection. A cat that greets you and then leads you somewhere is making a request. Both are valid forms of communication, but only one is the love greeting we often imagine. Number 5, why the door, the vulnerable threshold. Have you ever wondered why your cat chooses the door specifically, rather than waiting on the couch or the bed? It's because the door is the most vulnerable spot in their entire territory. The outside world breaks in through that one point. Every unfamiliar sound, every strange smell, and every potential threat enters through that one point. Your cat has been monitoring this threshold all day while you were gone. By sitting at the door, they are positioning themselves at the boundary where safety and danger meet. They are choosing to be there because you are what makes that spot safe again. In the world of animal behavior, this is known as the secure base effect. It's the same way a toddler feels when their parent walks back into a room. Their stress goes down, their cortisol drops, and their nervous system finally relaxes. Your cat's body chemistry literally shifts the second you walk through that door. They aren't just sitting there, they are waiting for their emotional anchor to return so they can finally stop being a guard and go back to being a cat. Number 6, the first 10 seconds, why they matter. This is the part that breaks the hearts of behaviorists. Most owners walk right past this greeting. We kick off our shoes, we check our phones, we drop our bags, and we ignore the one being who has been counting down the hours for this exact moment. If you consistently ignore your cat at the door, they won't react with drama or anger. Instead, they will simply stop expecting anything from that moment. Over time, they may stop greeting you at the door altogether, not because they stopped caring, but because they learned that the moment of connection doesn't lead anywhere. The good news is, it takes almost nothing to get this right. 10 seconds is all you need. When you walk in, try to crouch down to their level. Lowering yourself to their world allows them to experience you as an equal presence rather than a towering giant. Let them sniff your hand, rub against you, and do their ritual of marking. You don't even have to pick them up. Just be present for the length of one slow breath. This small acknowledgement confirms to your cat that their safe base is not only back, but is also listening. Number 7, you are their entire world. Understand the depth of this greeting to help you realize that your cat doesn't see you as a human. According to behaviorists, cats never developed a separate set of social behaviors for humans the way dogs did. When your cat rubs against your leg or greets you at the door, they are using the exact same behavior they would use with another cat they trust. In their mind, you are just a really big, really clumsy cat that belongs to their colony. This is actually the highest compliment they could give you. It means they see you as an equal, a member of their inner circle. Because they see you as part of the colony, they feel a sense of responsibility for you. When they check on you at the door, they are performing a security sweep. They are confirming that the most important part of their territory, you, is still okay. Their entire sense of safety is built around knowing you are accessible. Number 8, how to deepen the bond tonight. Knowing that this greeting is a biological and emotional necessity, there are ways you can speak back to your cat to make them feel even more loved. First, scratch the love zones. When you acknowledge them at the door, focus on the scent gland zones, the cheeks, the base of the ears, and under the chin. Avoid the belly or the base of the tail, which can actually cause stress.
When you scratch their cheeks, it triggers a release of pheromones that tells their brain, this person is home. 2. Use the cat voice. Talk to them in short, soft, slightly higher-pitched phrases. Science proves that cats recognize and respond to this vocal identity because it signals warmth and safety. It tells them, you're safe with me. 3. The slow blink. If your cat catches your eye at the door, give them a slow, deliberate blink. This is the cat kiss, a sign that you are not a threat and that you trust them with your life. 4. The finger handshake. Before you pet them, extend one finger for them to sniff. This cat handshake allows them to process your scent first, moving you from someone who just pets them to someone who asks first. You are their entire world. At the end of the day, that greeting at the door isn't just about a hungry animal.
It is a testament to the fact that to your cat, you are their entire world. They have spent the day monitoring the threshold of their territory, waiting for the one person who makes the world feel safe again. They have memorized the sound of your car and the rhythm of your feet because your presence is the anchor for their nervous system. When you open that door and see them looking up at you, realize that they aren't just being cute. They are telling you, in the only way they know how, that you are their calm in a world they don't fully trust. They've been waiting all day just to feel that again. So the next time you turn that key and see your furry companion waiting for you, take those 10 seconds, crouch down, speak softly, and let them reclaim you. Because in their eyes, you aren't just an owner, you are home. If you learned something new about your cat's secret language today, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat parents who want to understand their furry family members on a deeper level. Until next time, keep watching those small signals. Your cat has a whole lifetime of stories to tell you if you only know how to listen.